Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So I was talking to my friend today about Owen being 13 and me laughing pretty much every time I think about it because she can't believe that he's 13 either. But it just seems impossible, like, for him to already be 13. I mean, it's just it's just impossible. It can't be already him being that age. But here we are. And so I'm trying to get, there's a bristle. Fuzzy wuzzy, there we go. I think I finally got it. So every time I say on here that he is 13, I start laughing because I'm literally telling myself, I'm going through the numbers when I say it, that he's 11, 12, 13. I've got to get myself up to the right number, and it's just it's funny because I mean, you know, oh, I'm delirious, I guess. Oh, he was up quite early again last night, and I think his emotions just get him, and any noise or anything that wakes him up, he's then awake. And so he was awake very, very early, and anyways, he gets very hyper, and just everything is then something to him. So he hopefully will sleep tonight. He was in a good mood, but he was so like loud and hyper and just wanted to say all the wrong things because he thinks that's hilarious. And I don't know if it's that he just doesn't know how to process it, or if he really does kind of like the wrong things. He does that a lot. Like he knows, like he'll say the wrong color of people's eyes when he's talking to them. Like he'll look at them and he knows they're green or they're blue or they're brown or they're this or they're whatever, and he will still say it incorrectly. That's what he does. And so it's hard to tell him say the right thing when he thinks it's hilarious to say the wrong things. And how do you ever correct that or change that? Or like I don't want to say he doesn't care, because he does care, but he doesn't he doesn't understand to, like, that it really matters that he's saying the wrong thing. And I try to get him to understand, like, when we're driving along and he says something's to the left and it's to the right, that honestly does make a big deal, because if you're trying to give somebody directions or you want to go someplace and then they turn the opposite way, then you're not heading to where you want to go. And when I look at that, it's truly, oh, I got paint all over me. Not that that's any different, but I am wearing it's hard to explain, but I have a dress on that I wear a lot of the same things so that when I'm I get paint all over everything. Anyways, but I was surprised because I put my hand down and both my hand and the dress were filled with paint. so I try to get him to understand that if he tells somebody that they need to turn right and he knows they truly needed to turn left, that it really is a big deal. So that just makes him honestly laugh harder. It doesn't like keep him from making that assumption or mistake or laughing moment. You know, that truly is something to him that takes, like, he thinks it's funny. So anyways, he was very, very hyper tonight about that, and I think part of it was because he was up by 2 o'clock this morning, and probably part of it was due to just in general, he finds that very amusing. So it's funny, I'm happy. Happy's not the right word, but I'm glad that this is going the way I kind of want it to. I don't know really what I'm making, but it's shifted the sideways here. I thought about, like, I've been doing some of these things where I'm like really trying to do like the different colors and everything, shading wise, and I thought about, like, this is kind of a sun, but I've got this big peachy middle that I either need to fill in somehow or continue with the spikes, like, further in, or maybe make it more of like a flower or something like that. I thought about like a lion's face or something, but so I honestly, like I said, I don't really know what I had planned. I saw these colors and I really wanted to kind of do what I was doing, and so I don't have a rhyme or a reason here in particular. I know I'm exhausted. Owen went to bed. He likes to go to bed early, and I've tried to adjust his timing with his bed so that he goes to bed a little bit later now that he's a little bit older, and it honestly has not gone any better by getting him to bed at 9:30 versus 8:30. In fact, it's almost harder on him when he doesn't go to bed towards the 8:30 range. He starts he's crankier and just different things, and so as many times as over the last year and a half, 2 years, I've tried to adjust it. It just isn't the time yet. I figure in the next year or so he'll get to the point where, you know, a little later will work better. But right now is not that time. So he went to bed, and I immediately, like, put my phone down, was in my bed, and I was out. I was completely out for over an hour. And so I'm now just kind of in and out. Honestly, I'm tired. It's been quite a few long days, just for one reason after another. I'm still doing my infusions. These are the maintenance infusions for my breast cancer. I'm had chemo infusions, then my surgery, then radiation, and now I'm in the maintenance side of it. And they got the cancer with the surgery and the chemo, but it's by the time I'm done with the actual plan, the actual steps and everything, will be over a year. We're getting close to starting the year, and then it'll be several years for them to do the checkups and everything. So it's a process, and I'm tired. I'm tired, but thankfully they got it, and I'm just doing the steps to get past everything. So okay, I don't honestly know where I'm going with this. I feel like it's kind of a sun, kind of a flower. Sometimes when I make things like this, I turn them into like the rooster or something to that effect. But I'm not feeling it one way or the other as to what I'm doing. I can come in here and do the rooster effect, and there's the beak, and we can do I can never think what these are called. The gobble gobbles, which I know that's tricky language, but I can't think what these are called. I always I remember after I'm recording, or I'll look it up, and it's not even that hard. I just can't ever remember what they're called. So there you go. And just kind of put our color there. I need some more of the red. Let's see. Trying to remember which one I used. I think I used the other one, but that's okay. It'll all work out. So we're just kind of doing a abstract, and if you see the rooster, you see the rooster. If you don't see the rooster, you don't see the rooster. In the grand scheme of things, it's there. Sometimes I like doing things like that where it's hidden or something, it's just kind of abstract rooster. So anyways, I'm thankful that Owen had a pretty good day, even though, like I said, he was extremely hyper today. But he had his therapy, and he very excited about school and everything. So that is a good thing. Okay, so sometimes I'm trying to decide if I want to like put any darker colors on this, like or just leave it like the hidden kind of in there. I mean, not that it's hidden, but like either put, like, you know, some extra shadows in there, or just leave it. But I think I'm gonna just leave it and let it be what it is. So there we go. I'm not gonna keep playing. So I do O for Owen, and then L and B, and we'll see if my head was in the way this time. So all right, well, thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.